Good morning, children. How are you all? Welcome to class 7th Science. Children, in previous video, we were discussing about chapter 3, that is fiber to fabric, in which we have discussed the first part of this chapter, wool. Now, in this video, we will cover the second part, silk. Okay? So, children, do you know which country leads the world in silk production? China. China leads the world in silk production. Okay. After China, India and Japan also produce silk. Okay. So we can say that other silk producing countries are India and Japan. Okay. So children, silk we know very well. It is obtained from silkworm. Okay. It is obtained from silkworm. You can see on your screen a picture of silkworm. From silkworm, silk is obtained. Okay. That are used to make silk fabric. Like for example, sari, other silk clothes. Okay. A term that is important regarding your exam is sericulture. Okay. Sericulture, that is rearing of silkworm. Okay. The rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Okay. Rearing means we are give the food and shelter to the silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Okay. Means from silkworm the silk is obtained. Okay. So children will discuss the life history of silkworm. Okay. Life history of silk moth. Okay. First of all, what happened in this? The female silk moth lays fertilized egg on mulberry leaves. Then after that, after 2 weeks, the egg hatch out and form larva. This larva is known as caterpillar or silkworm. Okay, clear about this life history of adult silk moth? We'll discuss in this. The female silk moth lays the fertilized egg on mulberry leaves. After 2 weeks, the egg hatch out and form larva. This larva is called caterpillars or silkworm. Okay, clear about this? Any problem? Now, next stage of the life history of silk moth is the caterpillar or silkworm is ready to enter the next stage of its life history, that is pupa. Okay. So caterpillar convert into pupa, that is the next stage of life history of silk moth. Okay. In which it secrete protein fibers and form pupa. Okay. Means we can say that caterpillar secrete protein fibers and form pupa. Okay. Pupa, that is the third stage of life history of silk moth. Okay. In which a covering is called cocoon. Okay, the covering of pupa is called cocoon. Okay, clear? Means first the female silk moth lays the fertilized egg on mulberry leaves. Then, after 2 weeks, the larva hatch out into caterpillar or silkworm. Then, the caterpillar enter to the next stage and secrete protein fiber to form pupa. Okay, the covering of the pupa is called cocoon. Okay, children, clear? Then after that, pupa develops into young silk moth. Okay, the cocoon in pupa will splits up and form a beautiful silk moth. Okay, means from pupa the young silk moth is developed. Clear? The most common silk moth is mulberry silk moth. Okay, this is young silk moth that develops from the pupa. Okay, children, very simple, very easy. I repeat once again. First of all, the adult female silk moth lays fertilized egg on mulberry leaves. After 2 weeks, the larva hatch out from the egg and it is called caterpillars or silkworm. Then this caterpillar secrete protein fibers and convert into pupa. Okay, in pupa the protein covering is called cocoon. Okay, then pupa develops into young silk moth. Clear? Any problem regarding that? Life history we're discussing here. Now see the picture of the life history of silk moth. Okay, by use of this picture you can easily understand the life history of silk moth. Okay, first of all, I repeat once again, the female silk moth is lay egg on mulberry leaves. Then after 2 weeks the larva hatch out from these eggs and the larva is known as the caterpillar. Okay, caterpillar or silk worm. Clear? Now after that the caterpillar secrete a protein fiber and form pupa. Okay, in pupa a protein fiber is there that is called cocoon. Okay, means in pupa the cocoon is also there. Okay, cocoon with developing moth. Clear? First female silkworm lay egg, then the larva hatch out is known as the caterpillar. Then caterpillar convert into the pupa and inside the pupa is cocoon is there. Okay, from the cocoon the silk fiber is obtained. Okay, clear? From cocoon the silk fiber is obtained which are used to make silk cloth. Okay, children, now cocoon we have cocoon of silk moth we have. From these cocoon the silk thread are obtained and are used to make silk fabric. Okay, see here, silk moth are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk yarn, that is threads. Okay, these threads are used to make the silk fabric. For example, silk sari, okay, and other silk cloths. Okay, children, clear? Processing of silk means from cocoon to silk. How many steps are involved? Just see here. I have written the 3 steps. See very carefully. First, the cocoons are collected and boiled or exposed to the steam. Okay. Second, silk fiber separate out from the cocoon. The process of taking out fiber from the cocoon is called reeling. Okay, reeling, this step is also important. This may come in 1 marks, like define the terms. What is reeling? So you can say that the process of taking out fibers from the cocoons is called reeling. Okay, so first step, that is the cocoon are collected and boiled. Okay, then after that, second, the silk fiber separate out. When the cocoon is boiled, then the silk fiber is separate out, and the process of taking out fibers from the cocoons is called reeling. Okay, clear? Now third, that is nowadays reeling is done by machine. Okay, by use of several machine, the silk fiber are obtained from the cocoon. Okay, then when is done by machine, the silk fiber are then spun into threads and woven into silk cloth. Okay, clear about this? Very simple, very easy. In previous slide we have discussed, that is the cocoon are collected. Now in processing of silk, those cocoons are boiled. When the cocoons are boiled, the silk fibers separate out from the cocoons, and by the process of reeling, these fibers are taken from the cocoons and spun into threads, which later use for making the silk cloth. Okay, clear? Any problem? Children, now see in this picture what we have discussed in the previous slides. First of all, the adult female silk moth lays the fertilized egg. From these eggs, the larva hatch out, and this larva is called caterpillar or silkworm. Okay. Now next, these caterpillar form the pupa, and the pupa convert into the cocoon. Okay, means inside the pupa the cocoon is there. Okay, clear? So cocoon we have collected from the silkworm. These cocoons are boiled. Okay, you can see on your screen, a female is boiled the cocoon for obtaining the thread. When cocoon are boiled, it separate out. Okay, and the fibers we can easily take from the cocoon. Now this fiber that spun into yarn, okay, that spun into yarn, the fiber which have taken from the cocoon after boiling, then spun into yarn. Okay, now thread is obtained. Okay, these thread are using for making silk cloth. Okay, In last you can see there the various silk cloths are there. Basically the very famous silk saris. Okay, so this is processing of silk, okay, from silkworm. Okay, clear? Any confusion? It's a very simple, very easy process. If you watch very carefully this video, you can easily understand. Okay, clear? Now, summary of the chapter, children, what you have learnt. Will take quick recap. Silk comes from silkworm. Wool is obtained from sheep, goat and yak. Silk and wool both are the animal fiber, okay, that form the different fabric. Okay. Now wool is also obtained from the hair of camel, llama and alpaca. Llama and alpaca, you know very well, these animals that are found in South America. Okay, means we can say that in South America the wool is taken from the llama and alpaca. Okay, clear? Children, now a very important term in this chapter, that is a disease. Okay, those people that are working in wool industry maybe suffer from a disease, that name is shorter disease. Shorter's disease. Okay, I repeat once again, those people are working in wool industry, they have a risk, okay, to infected by a bacterium. The name of bacterium is anthrax. Okay, and this bacteria cause a fatal blood disease is called Shorter's disease. Clear? I repeat once again, wool industry is an important means of livelihood for many people in our country, but there is a risk to work in wool industry. In the wool industry, sometimes the peoples get infected by a bacterium called anthrax, which causes a fatal blood disease called Shorter's disease. In this disease, fever, headache, pneumonia are the symptoms occur. Okay, means fever can appear and headache is also there. Okay, they may convert into the pneumonia. Okay, clear? So that is the Shorter's disease that caused by anthrax in wool industry. Okay, silk fiber is made up of protein. Okay, silk fibers are made up of protein. Silk fiber from cocoon are separate out and reel into silk thread. Okay, that process is reeling. Then it will be used to make the silk cloths. Okay, clear about this? Now children, we have finished this chapter here, that is fiber to fabric. In this we have discussed that how the fiber is converted into the fabric and how the fabric is made. Okay,